Hey, yo, YouTube, what's good? Welcome to the Resilient Mindset Podcast, a channel dedicated to the support of men's mental health and awareness. You see the thumbnail, and today's topic of discussion, we'll discuss 4 Stoic values that will help you with abundance. I'm not going to lie, this is a favorite topic of mine. Let's get into it.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Welcome back. In my last video, we discussed the scarcity mindset. In this video, we'll learn Stoic core values to build an abundance mindset. In many YouTube spaces, I hear terms like holding masculine frame or masculine frame, being mentally, emotionally, or spiritually unmovable or unshakable. Basically, standing 10 toes down in any given situation, which, in my opinion, relates a lot to the Greek philosophy of Stoicism. You may ask, what is Stoicism exactly? Stoicism is the endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. So you may be asking or wondering, what does Stoicism have to do with abundance? Well, basically, they both promote one core value, which is prosperity. What are some of the benefits of practicing Stoicism? Well, I can name a few. Practicing Stoicism allows you to gain resilience through adversity. It helps you take accountability and responsibility for the events that happen in and around your life. You become more calibrated and in tune with your inner self. And lastly, it will help to face challenges head on with a sense of confidence and conviction. Now, let's be clear. Am I saying to be an unfeeling, unwavering automaton? Hell no. We all experience emotions and it's healthy to acknowledge them. However, the key is to respond and not react to them, to have the mental courage to face fears despite the outcome, to see obstacles as a movable nuisance on the way to our goal. Psych breakdown. Now, I'm not going to front. This is where I lose a lot of you guys. And it's okay if you're not ready to unlock that next level of mindset. However, for my true resilient mindsetters out there, let's get into it. Now, there's a psychological philosophy that was born out of Stoicism, which I think will help with mindset as well. A practice called cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy essentially helps you manage problems by changing the way you think and behave. I truly believe and live by this ideal. The type of self talk you have can and will impact what you believe about yourself. Here's some food for thought, and this comes from the great Stoic and philosopher Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let that sink in for a minute. What do you tell yourself when you get up every morning? What do you tell yourself when you start the day? That will definitely dictate your actions and responses and reactions that you will have to the various situations you find yourself in throughout the day. And if you truly believe that, I want you to drop in the comment section, I am worthy, I am able, I am good enough. Yo, I appreciate your viewership so far. Do me a huge solid and hit that like and subscribe button for support with the YouTube algorithm. All right, the main event. Let's get into the 4 Stoic values to help improve your abundance mindset. Courage is deciding how to act in trying times, the resilience in the face of adversity. So, how are we supposed to act in trying times? I think that goes back to what we talked about before, being able to respond instead of reacting in distressful situations. That allow us to appropriately objectify the situation and assess it to make a logical reason and come out with a more positive or more accurate decision. The resilience in the face of adversity is definitely hard out here. Things are tough, life is tough, situations are tough, and just having that ability to adapt and overcome those situations definitely improves your resilience and gives you that courage to be able to know that this situation I can overcome and I can thrive through it. Next up, justice. The act of doing what is right and just and maintaining this always, especially during difficult times. And I think this is huge, especially in the kind of society that we live in, having that sense of high morality, not being able to be shaken because it's the cool thing or the popular thing to do, but basing it off of if it's right or if it's wrong. And I think that's a huge part of Stoicism, just having that moral compass, especially as us men, having a capacity for leadership, just having those morals and values that are upright to know that the things that we're saying and doing are morally just. Wisdom, knowing what's good and bad, make logical decisions on what we should and shouldn't do based on our info and experience. There's a saying, smart men learn from their mistakes, wise men learn from the mistakes of others. And I think that's super important because we definitely need to have and grow a sense of discernment when it comes to a lot of decisions that we make according to our life or those that might impact others. Based on our personal experiences and the experiences of other people should help us to gather information to be able to make logical and sound decisions, which will in turn help us to know if a situation is good or if a situation is bad for us. Moderation, not living a life of excess, having control over our impulses and emotions, and favoring a goal of long term happiness over short term pleasures. And I think that goes to being able to manage our desires, being able to manage our need or impulses for short term gratification for the sake of the long haul, being able to understand that we have a goal that we need to get to, and sacrificing those short-term pleasures in the long run will help us to be more effective in the goals that we set for ourselves and the things that we want to achieve. And I know it can be difficult. Sometimes you might be experiencing FOMO, or you have that YOLO mindset. However, how are those things going to impact you in the long run? Sometimes we have to think 10 steps ahead while we right here in the present moment, how these current situations is going to impact us overall. So guys, just make sure that you're practicing moderation. Listen up. Life, unfortunately, is a roller coaster of highs and lows, successes and failures. Yet you alone will determine if these experiences grow you or slow you. Yo, what are your thoughts or topic ideas? Drop them in the comment section. If you gain any value from our video, stay locked for more content by viewing the next video. Stay resilient.